Looking back, Lily would sit up, but not without being propped up or using an arm for support. She would crawl, but would kind of hop or army crawl, and she would pull to stand, but be on her tiptoes. And in hindsight, those are really clear indicators that something was wrong.
From the point when Blair was a little baby, we noticed that there were a lot of things she was having difficulty with. Even when she was a newborn, an infant doing tummy time, she couldn't lift her head up. And we had a full genome testing, and out of the testing came that Blair had this genetic mutation.
It wasn't until around 15 months, when she still wasn't walking independently, that we went and saw a neurologist. He initially gave us a diagnosis of CP, and with a clean MRI and absence of birth trauma, we decided to pursue genetic testing, and it was a few weeks later that we found out she has childhood onset de novo SPG4. So childhood onset de novo SPG4 falls under the umbrella of hereditary spastic paraplegia. It's an ultra-rare upper motor neuron disease. Hereditary spastic paraplegia is traditionally a genetically inherited disease. That's not the case for Lilly and Blair. It was a spontaneous mutation. Due to the complex nature of the prognosis, it can ascend to the core arms, speech, cognition, often within the first decade of life.
De novo SPG4 has affected almost every aspect of Lily's life. The simplest task that we take for granted every day for daily activities, from brushing our teeth, putting on our clothes, every one of those activities is a challenge for her.
I distinctly remember one night when she was about 4 years old that she was really starting to notice her disability. And, I'm laying with her in bed, reading to her, and she rolls over and she's like, "Mommy, my legs don't work. I don't want this body. I don't want to be like this." How do you navigate every day knowing that each moment is the best it's going to be, that every day is as good as it gets? She may have a disabled body, but I refuse to let her have a disabled spirit. And that's kind of the mantra that we are all trying to embrace as we navigate this journey.
She is dependent upon us for every aspect of life and daily living, including feeding herself and even playing. She has a very hard time independently playing. Since this disease is progressive, we know things are going to get worse, and we've already seen some declines. She used to be able to walk pretty well with a walker, but since then she's really been challenged and been pretty much confined to a wheelchair. Additionally, her speaking has gotten incredibly difficult. We have a really hard time understanding what she's saying.
There are skills she used to have that she can't do anymore. Another characteristic of the disease is severe tightness in her muscles, and that can be very painful.
After we got the diagnosis and our geneticist told us, do we want to meet another family who lived just down the street, who had just gotten a diagnosis as well? That was when we met the Lorax. We've been going through this journey with them ever since.
We started the Lilly and Blair Foundation to directly fund research and programs that support finding a treatment or cure.
For the first time since we started the foundation, we've gotten all these doctors together to focus and collaborate on a cure.
The science is there, the research is there, gene therapy, antibodies, drug repurposing, ASOs are all on the table as real solutions for Lilly and Blair, the others impacted by this mutation, and thousands of others. But we need funding. 100% of donations to the Lilly and Blair Foundation go directly to funding research to find a treatment or cure for childhood onset de novo spastic paraplegia.
The biggest thing holding us back right now is money. We need your investment and support, so please make donations at lilyandblair.org. We can hope and give optimism to Blair, Lily, and everybody else that's suffering from this disease.